Yes! Alrighty, what's up everybody? My peeps, how's it going you sexy bitches? And all you other scumbags and pieces of garbage? Peter fucking Joseph here for video number 2. On your 2 for Tuesday, January the 16th, 2024. And if you're watching this tomorrow or from another time zone, it is now January the 17th, 2024. Thank you for watching right here, once again, on the Peter fucking Joseph YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this very channel, and show my other channels your love and support as well. All those are down there. You know where they are. If you don't know where they are by now, I think you need to get slapped in the fucking face. But they're down there in the description box below. And as always, follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you're real, if you're not, well, you're not. And you're going to get blocked. And if you don't like that, tough shit, bitch. And don't forget to share the video all over the internet. Most importantly, tap and slap that fucking bell. And if not, you need to get slapped. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. And if you do, like I said, you need to get slapped with that bell. And you're pretty much SOL. And I think we all know what that means. And that's pretty much it. So like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you wish. And then, that's it. Enjoy the shoe, as I say. And if you don't, get out of here and go on your own channel and do your own video. That probably won't be better than mine, but not probably. I know it won't be better than mine. Because there's nobody here that's really better than me. But they think they're better than me, but they're not. It's true. It's true because they're a bunch of flappers. Opening up their flaps, basically, their vaginas. And talk a whole bunch of bleh. Talk. That's all it is. Words. That's it. So, you don't like me? Get off my channel. Go on somebody else's channel. I could care less what you think. Because I do this for me. I don't do it for you. But for the people that do subscribe to my channels, I do it for me, and I do it for them because they like me. They really do like me. Some of them. But I digress. But that's that. You don't have to like me, you don't have to watch my channel, but you do anyway. Because you love me so much. You can't get enough of me. And the train ain't stopping for anybody, anyone, or anything. Well, that's all I gotta say about that. We might make some pit stops here and there, but we're back. We're getting back on track into our, well, an unknown destination. We don't know where that is yet. And when we get there, you'll know. But right now, not right now. Long journey, my friends. Long journey. 15 years we're on the journey. We're gonna go another 15, at least. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Let me move on. Alright, on this late Tuesday night, January the 16th, 2024, like I said, if you're watching from somewhere else, or tomorrow, or whenever you watch this, it is now January the 17th, 2024. Thank you for watching once again, right here on the Peter fucking Joseph channel. I'm Peter Gilmore, but you knew, Peter Joseph, excuse me. Well, that's my other name. But I'm Peter Joseph, my actual name. Peter Gilmore is some guy, I don't know who he is. But thank you for watching. I'm Peter Joseph, your gracious host, your extreme god, the tribal god, the lady's wet dream, and all you other men out there, your worst nightmare come true. And that's all I gotta say about that. And if you like the video, like I said, good. If not, go fuck yourself and get out of here. And if not, we'll have the bouncer throw you out. You know who the bouncer is. Besides myself, but the prophecy will throw you out. Like yesterday's garbage. Because that's what half of you people, most of you people are. Not half, most. Garbage. Pathetic little pieces of garbage. That's how you would be treated. And if you don't like it, tough shit. But I digress. Alright, hope everybody had a great day. It's cold as balls right now here in New York City. 20 degrees. And not gonna warm up not much tomorrow. I'm getting another round of snow this weekend, but doesn't look like it's gonna be that much right now. It could change between now and pretty much Friday morning, Friday afternoon when it's gonna kind of ramp up. But right now it's saying about an inch and a half, maybe 2, so pretty much almost the same that we got Monday night into Tuesday into part of today. So pretty much that amount. So most of us will be, shoveling a little bit more Friday afternoon, Friday night. And then Saturday morning, throw the ice melt out, do a little bit more shoveling. So if you have to go out Saturday and the weekend, you're not going to fall on your ass or maybe your face, who knows. But be safe out there. It's cold. If you're in the New York area or you're upstate, you're in pretty much the Midwest, where it's like minus 35, low temperature, wind chill minus 9,000. Did I say 9,000? It's over 9,000! It's cold, man. It's cold. It feels like it doesn't even feel like, it feels like the North Pole, the extreme version. Got that polar vortex right now going through America. Unless you're living, in Arizona and down south. And Miami maybe is like, Miami's about like 70, 80 degrees. But if you go north, it's a little bit colder. But next week, we're getting a big, huge warm-up. By next weekend, it might be around 50 here. And might get some rain, finally. We have to get all this garbage snow out, thank the Lord for that, but this whole week is going to be cold, icy, and blech. But we'll get through it. We're at the midpoint of January, and we've got pretty much 2 weeks away from the end of this month, and then we go into the short month. Well, not that short, because we've got an extra day. It's leap year, don't forget, 29 days next month. That's why we have 366 days this year, so next month, is next month. We've got 29 days next month. It's gonna go by quick. So by the time it's like Valentine's Day in a couple weeks, in like basically a month from now, around a month from now. And after that, we're talking about Easter. Pretty much 6 weeks, like a little over 6 to 8 weeks away from that. Crazy, ain't it? We talk about Easter now, but it's coming. And like my good friend, Mr. Matthew Broderick, who I kind of look like, if you took a picture of me and took a picture of Matthew Broderick then and maybe now, we pretty much look the same. But as my good friend Matthew Broderick once said, life moves pretty fast. You don't stop to think about it once in a while, you could miss it. He taught us a lot back in the 80s. A lot. Where do you think global nuclear or thermal war came from? We're pretty much getting there. We're getting there. I mean, if freaking Iran has anything to say about that, we're fucked. We're pretty much on the cusp, on the edge, not that edge, but on the edge of World War III, ladies and gentlemen. And if we don't stop it quick, we're fucked. Everybody, I'm talking about you people at home, or wherever you're watching from, we're pretty much fucked. But there is only one man that can save us all. I think we all know who that is. Mr. soon to be number 47. And that's Donald Trump! How you doing, my fellow Americans? We're gonna make America great again. It's gonna be huge. I won so big in Iowa. It's gonna continue into New Hampshire caucuses, and then pretty much into the Republican National Convention. I'm gonna win there, and I'm gonna beat that sleepy piece of crap, Joe Biden, and I'm gonna win your nomination, and I'm gonna win. I'm gonna become your president once again, and I'm gonna make America great again. It's gonna be huge, a big landslide, huge victory. Huge. Gonna be huge. Gonna cut inflation. You won't have to pay $7 at the grocery store for milk. Nobody's going to pay $4 for gas at the gas pump. We're hopefully gonna get Medicare back in order and Medicaid. Everything will be great under my administration once again. It's gonna be huge. And if you don't vote for me, you're fired. You're fired. Pretty much. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. Well, soon to be Mr. President. Can I call you Mr. President? I guess, well, ex-president. Now you soon to be president again. We hope. We hope. But go out and vote for that great man. If you vote for Biden, you have fucking no life. If you don't want this country to get out from the doldrums that it's in right now, I think all of you, including you stupid fucking idiot Democrats, I think you want change too. But some of you don't. I don't know why. You want to keep going at the same rate we're going for the next 4 years? I don't think so. I'm just saying. But if you fucking Democrats, you left and right wing idiots, want to keep that clueless putz and his bitch that doesn't do anything in the White House, then go ahead. Go ahead, it's your vote. But if I were you, I'd vote for the right person that actually can do his job! And a vice president that can do their job! And then you gotta worry about the Congress, being assholes that they are too, and the House of Representatives and all the senators that don't know anything. If I had it my way, Ozzy would be president. Imagine that. I mean, there's shirts for like Ozzy and Dave Mustaine as president. I mean, one day it's gonna happen. I mean, if we had Jesse the Body Ventura as the mayor of freaking Minnesota. We had the governor in California, and you had Kane, who's still the mayor of Tennessee, I believe, or wherever he's mayor from. You mess with Glenn Jacobs, you're going to get a tombstone, and not a good one. I'm not talking about pizza either. Boom! You get your own tombstone, if you know what I mean. Just saying. But yeah. But anyway, we will move on with that. But Mr. Trump kicked some ass yesterday in Iowa. Kicked some ass! Next stop, New Hampshire. He's gonna kick ass there too. Pretty much he's gonna kick ass everywhere. Even on Pluto. Wait, Pluto's not even a planet anymore. They say if they teach you in school, we've got 9 planets, right? It's not 9 planets. It's really 8. But they think Pluto is a planet, it's a star, whatever the fuck it is. We just call it Planet X. Well, then again, you can call it Planet Vegeta, Or go old school and call it Melmac. Remember that? Melmac with Alf. Alien life form. I like cats. I bet you do. I'm not talking about EO. But Alf. Alf was the original pussy eater, if you know what I mean. Because he loved cats. Cats on the Lord were for pussy. You know what's another word for pussy too? Fish. Please cut your fish. Make sure you wash it before you. Make sure it's washed clean because we don't want dirty pussy. You know what I mean? If you like that, that's your preference. I don't like that shit. I like clean, so don't gag and puke. Okay, I'm talking weird. I don't know why, but it's late. It's late. I might have had one or two, but I'm kidding. I don't drink. I don't drink when I'm working. I'm not drinking now. I didn't have a drink tonight, so I'm just acting crazy because it's, I did have an energy drink, so I'm wired, but I am sleepy. So anyway, I'm gonna get this done and out of the way. So thank you for watching right here on the channel, and that's pretty much it. And vote for Trump. That's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this late Tuesday night, on video number 2 on your 2 for Tuesday, it is time for your late, getting close to very late night NXT review for January the 16th, 2024. Once again, we are emanating from the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida. Alright, we're inching closer to Vengeance Day. About 3 weeks away, week after the Rumble, so we got pretty much back-to-back pay-per-views coming up in the next couple weeks. And sprinkled in between the Elimination Chamber and, I think there's New Japan, New Beginnings is coming up pretty soon, about a month from now, so don't forget that. That's gonna be a epic fucking show. Epic. So, watch it. Watch that pay-per-view. I think TNA's got something in February too, I forgot what, but yeah, don't forget TNA is back Thursday night on Access TV. If you have Verizon, you don't get it no more. Fuck you, Verizon. But, fortunately for me, I got the rich man's dish, so I get it. So, but if you want to be smart, you can watch it online for free if you want. Go to a streaming site like Watch Wrestling or whatever you can go. Just type in TNA Wrestling Stream. Somehow you'll find it, and maybe you can watch it. But those of you who don't have Verizon, they took it off. I don't know why. Maybe it's in one of those cable dish things where they shut down the channel and they put up that thing. It's like please let the network put back on your channel or some shit like that. I hate when that happens, especially on the local channels. Usually it's I think it's the local channels. I don't think they do it with like CNN or stuff like that, or in like the Food Network or the Game Show Network. Not that I have the Game Show Network that much anymore. I do have Buzzer, but Game Show Network don't have that, because I don't feel like having it. I mean, and besides, all they show on the Game Show Network now is just pathetic garbage now. Buzzer, they show old school stuff. They used to show like Press Your Luck and $100,000 Pyramid and Card Sharks. They don't show that no more. I don't know why. I mean, can't show reruns from like 50 years ago? Come on now. I mean, they still show like To Tell the Truth and what's that other show? I can't think of the other show. I think it's To Tell the Truth and I forget the other show's name. I can't think of it right now, but they show Match Game a lot. Sometimes they show the new stuff, like the 90s version, which stunk. But, some stuff, you can watch some old school shit on Buzzer. They show new Family Feud. They used to show old school Richie Dawson Family Feud and Ray Combs a little bit. Sale of the Century, they used to show that. Great show with Jim Perry, All the old school stuff they used to show on Buzzer, they don't even show it. It sucks. so bad. What are you gonna do? If you want to watch Press Your Luck, you can just go on YouTube and watch it now, I guess. It is what it is, but nowadays in 2024, there are not that many any good game shows. Besides, they still have Price is Right with Drew Carey. It's still the same show, but it's like updated, and not that many people watch it. I mean, still a lot of people watch it, and when they're home and stuff. I mean, I watch it once in a while, but not the same show that it used to be with Bob Barker. Come on down. Jeopardy is just ridiculously boring now, with Ken Jennings as the host. Pat Sajak with Wheel of Fortune, he's leaving soon. Vanna White will be there for like another year or two. And then, I heard Ryan Seacrest is going to be the host of Wheel of Fortune. Why? I hope not. I'm not going to watch it. Anything with Ryan Seacrest, I do not care, and I do not watch. I know he's still on, American Idol. Nobody gives a fuck about American Idol anymore, except for Katy Perry. That's it. But, I mean, all those freaking singing shows nobody cares about anymore. American Idol, The Voice is boring. The Masked Singer was even more boring, even though they showed, my boy, Sebastian Bach. And they had Kelly Osbourne on the show as a guest, and she was in a mask, underneath the mask costume, whatever it is. And, my good buddy, Bret Michaels, was on the show, but he was just singing, so. Because it was rock night, he did, Nothing But a Good Time, without Poison. Not the same, but still. He rocks out with his cock out, all the time. And, speaking of Poison, they are going to be touring this year, and there's a chance we're going to get some new music. We haven't had new music from Poison in God knows how long. Because Brett's doing his own thing with his solo career, which is pretty damn good, too. Among other things he does. But, pretty much Poison is just like a nostalgia band now. Comes out with a record every once in a while. Like, not so much Def Leppard, even though, they're going on tour again with the stadium tour, but they're going on with different bands. I think it's Def Leppard and Journey now with, who else is gonna be on that bill? I think Styx. I forget who, but you want to go see Def Leppard and Journey? Go see them. Tell them I sent you. But I saw them back in 2018 at the Garden. Woo! That was an amazing concert. Me and the missus went, but we were sitting in, pretty much near the nosebleed seats anyway, but we had a good view of backstage. Good view. You don't believe me? I took video from that show. It's on my Facebook page, one of my Facebook pages. So, good times. Good times. Back in 2018. Good times. Good times. But we got that. Alright, we move on. Alright, I talked more than enough about ridiculous bullshit. Alright, so let's get to NXT tonight. And your commentary team, as always, every Tuesday night, the man with the creepy jacket that has a lot of candy for the kids out there. And that's the creepy man himself, Vic Joseph, and his broadcast partner, the man who smokes more weed than you do. And that's true, and that rhymes. That's the two-time Hall of Famer, Booker T. Sucker. Alright, so Vic Joseph and Booker T. Sucker on commentary for tonight's event. And tonight, NXT was pretty damn fun, and it was pretty damn good. I enjoyed it from start to finish. Even though the Women's Battle Royal as the main event started off slow, and then the end pretty damn interesting. I wish Cora Jade was in it, and she was supposed to probably win that, but we got another winner that I'm not gonna hate. I don't hate it, but we'll see what happens with that and a whole lot more. So let's get into it. Because I wasted 25 minutes of your precious time, and if I did, I don't give a shit. My show. my show, not yours. Do your own video if you don't like it. Alright. So we start off with match number 1. We start off right with the action because a little less talk and a lot more action right here on BCR. NXT. I don't know what BCR is. That's something else. That's my old radio show. I used to say that a lot. I didn't say it. My ex used to say that. Ashley Marie used to say that. A little less talk and a lot more action here on BCR. One of my great liners I used to have for the show. Among another, which she had another one, but I rarely used it a lot, but good times. I miss those days, man. I miss those days doing college radio. I do. I really do. I would do pretty much this is like a podcast, but I don't play music, obviously, because I can't because of copyright. But I'm thinking about maybe branching out and doing my own Apple podcast if I could, but I don't know how I can actually do it. I would do Twitch, but that might take up a lot of my time, and I don't have much time these days, with work and everything, and possibly my channels might be changing pretty by the end of this month, possibly. Because I do have an important meeting this weekend, so it could change my life and change my channels up around a little bit. But we'll see what happens with that. It's not going to be definite. I find out on the weekend, but hopefully by Sunday or Monday, or maybe early next week, I'll let you guys know what's going on with the channel as we go into the end of this month, go into February, and going past that. So there might be some changes here and there, but still, I'll be here I try to be here every day, but if some very important thing goes through, then I may or may not be here a lot. But I'll still be here. I'm not going to be here every day. I might be here every other day, but depending on my schedule and everything, so my schedule at work might be changing, so instead of, doing my usual schedule, I might be changing a little bit, so I might be working a little bit more hours, but we'll see. Let's see what happens with that, so. It happens, what are you gonna do? Can't be here, I wish I could be here all the time to do my videos, but sometimes I'm tired because of work and other things, and, most of the time I just don't have the energy to do the videos, so I don't have time, I'm sick, I got other plans, I gotta wake up early the next day, whatever it might be, but in any case, I will be here as much as I can, from pretty much, from next week on, hopefully, we'll see. But like I said, I'll try to give you an update as when I get it. But right now, I'm going full steam ahead with what we're doing right now, which is pretty much every day or every other day with videos, and that's that. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, first match of the night. We're starting on the right side of the bracket in the Dusty Rhodes, baby. American Dream, baby. I love that bacon, baby. Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic first round match. We had the team of Trick and Mello, Carmelo Hayes, the man who shoots, and, he misses once in a while, but almost hurt himself really bad this past weekend. And that match with Austin Theory, thankfully, both of them didn't come out seriously hurt. They got some facial contusions, stuff like that. They're fine. But we were kind of worried about if Mello was even going to be on the show tonight. But Mello comes out with his good buddy, he still is his good buddy for now, and that's Trick Williams. Whoop, yeah, Trick. What? Whoop, yeah, Trick. I like it. Whoop, yeah, Trick. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Booker T marking out like a... Gotta calm down, Booker T. Calm down. I know he's your boy and everything, but calm down. Calm the fuck down. Please. Why are you so crazy? Take it easy. Take it easy. Alright, so Trick and Mello take on the Job Squad of Malik Blade and Idris Enofe. I don't know who it was, but one of the members of I think it was Idris Enofe. I can't tell them apart. One of them was wearing Dusty Rose, baby, polka dots, polka dot gear, in memory of the American Dream, baby. Baby, I like the biggin, baby. Roman Reigns is my son, baby. Cody, it will not to finish the story, baby. He doesn't know about hard times, baby. Okay, I gotta stop. I could go all night. I wish I could, but I can't. Anyway, alright, so Mello and Trick take on Malik Blade and Idris Enofe. It was an okay match, nothing great, but still. It's also with Mello and Malik Blade, we got drop kicks, which pretty much ended in a stalemate. That too. And then Trick comes in, drop kicks Idris Enofe, and then Malik Blade comes in, he gets drop kicked. We have a drop kick party! And then we kind of settle down, calm down, take it easy. Settle down, Idris gets sent into the ropes, and we get a low 619. What is that, like a 304? I don't know. Maybe it's like half of it, I guess. Anyway, and then all 4 men in the ring, and then the Job Squad hit running flippy dippity doos onto the floor as we go to break. We come back, Mello is in trouble, and then, but he comes back, flips out of a belly-to-back suplex and backs right into the corner where we get the hot tag to Trick Williams, who does what he does, and whoop that trick, what? I like it. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, man. Alright, calm down. Booker T, calm down. Crazy. This guy is crazy. Here's a rock bottom, dog, Jewish, Boer soda, rock bottom, so cold. Okay, Jim Ross, get out of here. Stop. Calm down, Jim Ross. Calm down, JR. Calm down. Jim, stop. Stop it. Back. Stop. Government. Okay, stop it now. Please, somebody get him. Anyway. Alright, so he comes in, kicks some ass. Hits a rock bottom for a near fall, and then all 4 men in the ring again. Malik Blade drops like, what? Show me an elbow. Ooh, yeah. Get for a near fall on Trick. And then Idris Enofe gets punched right in the face in mid-air by Mello, who hits the code breaker, and then Trick comes in, hits the flash knee, or the running V trigger, if you will, on Malik Blade. 1, 2, 3. Trick and Mello get the win in 12 minutes. Match was pretty good. Gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. So they go on to the semifinals, where they will face either Chase U or the LWO. Latino! I don't know how they say that, but I don't speak that much Spanish, but it is what it is. We move on. Alright, after that, we go to Kelly Kincaid, looking great as always, and her guest, the former girl, Fallon, don't call me to the Dawn Henley. So she's ready to win the Battle Royal. Why? Because it's Stand and Deliver season. I think you're at the wrong pay-per-view, but we're getting there. We're getting there. April is pretty much when we're gonna get Stand and Deliver. April the 6th in the afternoon. Where? Probably from I think it's at the Spectrum. So I know the Wells Fargo Arena, whatever it's gonna be, in Philadelphia, that shithole. Hey, Eagles fans, are we still alive? By the way, I just want to point that out. I we have to get a suicide watch in the Eagles fans. I don't know if there are any around. Cowboy fans, the same thing. Maybe this weekend we might, Otaku might, God forbid, Otaku might kill himself this weekend if the Ravens choke. I don't think they will, but you never know. I got the Niners. I'm kind of nervous, but I think the Niners can destroy the Packers. Go on to the NFC title game at home in Levi Stadium and face, pretty much, I think Detroit is going to maul Tampa Bay. So, I'm thinking we're going to see the Niners at home against the Lions. That could be a really pretty damn good game. I think the Niners can still win, but we'll see. And then in the AFC Championship game, I'm thinking it's going to be Mahomes and company against the Ravens at home. Who would I root for? I mean, besides the Niners, like I have to. It was Ravens and the Chiefs. I hate both teams, but I have to go with experience. I'd rather go with Mahomes and company to win the AFC. And then we might get a rematch from 4 years ago. Niners Chiefs. Woo! Super Bowl 54. Oh, this time it's gonna be different. We got a better quarterback, unlike Garoppolo. And a way better defense, too. I mean, Bosa's still there, and pretty much almost everybody from the Super Bowl 4 years ago is still there. We just have a better quarterback and a better running back. You can have all the weapons you want, Mahomes. You can have that schmuck, Kelsey. You know Taylor Swift's going to be at the game. She's not singing, obviously. Thank the Lord for that. But she will be at that game, most likely. If her boyfriend, I don't know how they got together and why they're still together. But if Travis Kelce's there, you know Taylor Swift is going to be in the audience, in the crowd somewhere, in the press box. Mahomes and his wife are going to be there, of course. Brock and his fucking smoking hot, soon-to-be wife. Well, I don't know if they got married or they're about to get married. I know they were engaged, I think. But Brock Purdy's wife is going to be there. You know, it's going to be good. I think that game will be great. Ravens and Niners rematch from what week was that? Week 16. That might be a great game. Hopefully, Brock doesn't fuck up and throw 4 interceptions. Well, it was 5, but it's 4. Hopefully that doesn't happen again, but I think it might be different. And it'll be the first time in like 13 years, Ravens and the Niners in the Super Bowl. And we all know the result of that, the first one, which was the Ravens, even though the referees fucked that up. Don't want to get into that. But really the Niners put themselves in a hole in the first half. And me, my brother from another mother, you great man, you remember that game, right? Yeah, I know, you do. We pretty much gave up. Well, not me, but he pretty much gave up, and he was about to turn off the freaking TV. Our Super Bowl party was about to end. We were all going to go to bed. I'm like, no, man, the game's not over yet. They're going to come back and watch them tie it up. They almost did. They almost won the game. I would have been a hero. Well, I still am, but to him, I probably would have been God. The Niners would have won that game. I would have been Nostradamus. I mean, I still am, but that night I would have been like, forget it, man. But it is what it is. The Jim Harbaugh days. Or John Harbaugh, whatever his name is. Who's got it better than us? Nobody! I wish we played that song again, but we can't. I obviously can't now, because now it's Bang Bang Niner Gang. Pretty much. Alright, move on. I lost my train of thought. Alright, so Fallon, don't call me Don Henley is ready for the Battle Royal. He's gonna win? No. That's that. Alright, so I get that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get a video looking at Dragon Lee winning the belt from Dominic Guerrero about a month or so ago for the North American title. Then he defended it in an open challenge against Brian Pillman Jr., otherwise known as Lexis King. He defended it. He signed the open contract that Lexis King had. They had the match last week in the main event. Dragon Lee won to retain, and then Obafemi, my boy, Mr. Monty Brown 2.0. He came out, cashed in his NXT Breakout Tournament contract, and basically beat the crap out of Dragon Lee in like 5 seconds. Won the title. And we're going to hear from him in just a little bit. So we saw that video. That's that. Alright, then we see the beautiful Puerto Rican Puerto Rican hot ashes of Elektra Lopez and Lola Vice. Ooh, caliente. Let's do some salsa. I do more than salsa with her. Holy shit. Are you talking about AJ Lee with that ass? Lola Vice, holy crap. You can bounce a fucking $50 off her ass. Valerie Laredo, whatever her last name is. Damn. Damn, Lola Vice, those Puerto Rican hotties. I take care of you, Poppy. I bet you would. I bet. But you gotta be careful with them, you know. You mess with those Puerto Rican chicks, they get mad. They might throw a chancla at you. Don't mess with those chicks. I'm telling you right now. I should know. I mean, I should know if I've been with somebody, you know, with her for almost 16 years and almost half of them married, but it is what it is. What are you gonna do? Don't get them angry. They'll throw the chancla at you, and more. They will fight you to the death. I mean, and you know, with Asian chicks, they'll probably hit you with a frying pan of love. Frying pan. But maybe they'll take out a katana or something and slice your balls off. But then again, you know, those Puerto Rican chicks, they're nuts. Lorena Bobbitt, anyone? But even though she wasn't Puerto Rican, but I don't even know what nationality she was. Then again, it could have been Italian, who knows, but you know, if she was Italian, she would have freaking whacked John Wayne Bobbitt or whatever. Yeah, John Wayne Bobbitt. She wouldn't have cut his dick off. Probably would have shot him right in the fucking head for cheating on him. But with that ugly chick, what that chick was. I mean, what's her name? But anyway, the hot Puerto Rican princesses, Elektra Lopez and Lola Vice, they're walking in the back. They're ready to win the Battle Royal. And Lola still has that Breakout Tournament contract. So they're walking, and then we see Tatum Paxley, otherwise known as Daphne 2.0. I know, I shouldn't, I know, I'm sorry. Anyway, so the creepy Tatum Paxley pops up behind a door, and basically says, I'm gonna win, so the two of you can't win. Obviously. So we're gonna see what happens with that in the Battle Royal. Kind of unique rules. Pretty much a 20-woman Battle Royal. The final 4 get to face off in a Fatal 4-Way match, and the winner of that, of the Fatal 4-Way, becomes the number 1 contender to Lyra Valkyria, the lassie from Ireland, and her NXT Women's Championship at Vengeance Day. And we got the contract signing next week. So, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. We move on. Alright, then we get my boy, the Nigerian Prince. as I call him, Obafemi, the real Nigerian prince, not those stupid fucks that try to scam you out of like millions of dollars. Old people think it's a Nigerian prince. Oh, the Nigerian prince is going to give me $1 million. Let me give him my credit card information. Dumbasses. You really think that there's a Nigerian prince with like millions of dollars in Nigeria? No. His name is not Oba either. But I digress. Alright, so Obafemi comes out, the new North American champion, and he basically told us so. And he will be a champion, and he's like, I was tested as a Nigerian prince. And an NCAA athlete, and now he has already made his mark in NXT and won the North American title. They was like saying woo or muh. I don't know what they were chanting, the crowd, but anyway. They're like woofing, I'm like, hey, Braun Breaker's not here yet, but whatever. So Oba says, I will face everyone, and then the former champion, Dragon Lee, comes out to interrupt, and he says that the title represents opportunity, and he wants his guaranteed title rematch tonight. And he wants the open challenge to, stop, keep going and everything. Blah, 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 blah. So Oba's like, let me think about that. No, ese, no. No, ese, pero, no. So he says no, because the open challenge is now closed. So Lee's like, you will give me my rematch essay at Vengeance Day. And Obafemi's like, he just looks at Dragon Lee, and then as he's leaving the ring, he's like, I might consider that. Really? Probably. I think we're gonna get the rematch at Vengeance Day. I think Oba's gonna win. He's gonna be a long-time champ. I hope, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. All right, so I gave that 3.25 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. All right, then we go to the men's locker room, where we have Mr. Nightwolf himself, Eddie Thorpe, Carl Fredericks, whatever you want to call him. He's all happy with his win over Dominic Dijak in that NXT Underground match. I think it was last week or the week, maybe a week or so ago, a couple weeks ago. We see Hank and Tank with him. I think Quincy Elliott was there. I don't know who that big black guy was. But anyway, another Indian, Trey Bearhill, comes in, talks about their cultures, like, thank you for representing our culture and protecting our culture and stuff like that. And beating Dijak, stuff like that. And then, guess who comes in? Dijak comes in, and him and Trey Bearhill kind of started off, and they start yelling at each other. And then looks like we're gonna get a match later on with Dijak and Trey Bearhill. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, after that, we go to another part of the locker room where we see Trick and Mello. They're all ready to win the Dusty Rhodes tournament. They're happy they won their first round match and they're going into the semifinals. But then the Russian Dragon is back! Ilya Dragunov! I guess not medically cleared yet. He doesn't have the neck brace on anymore. But he's back. The NXT World Champ. He comes in and basically tells Mello, I'm sorry that we couldn't have the match at New Year's Evil. But now I'm medically cleared. Oh, now he is medically cleared. And he will defend the belt against Trick at Vengeance Day. So Trick's like, alright, no problem. So then Ilya leaves, and then Mello's like, dude, what the fuck, man? Trick's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I got my title shot? That's it, and we're gonna win the cup. And then Hayes like, well, the finals of the cup are at Vengeance Day. Duh! How do you forget that? I didn't think it was gonna happen. So, now it looks like that, Trick and Mello, or excuse me, Trick, might actually be doing double duty that night. But then, I mean, they're going to be taking on the winner of Chase U and the LWO next week. I think it's setting up that, I think we're going to see the eventual breakup of Trick and Mello at Vengeance Day, and then at Stand and Deliver, Trick and Mello will go one-on-one. I do see Mello getting really pissed at Trick, and then think at Vengeance Day, Mello is going to pretty much turn heel on Trick, and then we'll get that match at Stand and Deliver, which I think everybody was thinking about. So we'll see what happens with that. But that's that. So Trick got his match at Vengeance Day for the world title, but will him and Mello get to the finals? I doubt it, but we'll see. Alright, so I give that 3 out of 5 stars. Then we go back inside the Capitol Wrestling Center for our next match. We got a women's tag team match player. We have Lola Vice and Elektra Lopez doing some of these women were doing double duty tonight. Lola Vice and Elektra Lopez coming out, looking hot as always. They take on the team of Tatum Paxley and the NXT Women's Champion, the lassie from Ireland, Lyra Valkyria. Alright, this match was meh. Also with Tatum Paxley and Lyra were dressed identically alike with the purple gear and everything. You know, Lyra said that some of her gear was missing. And she put up on Twitter, if anybody finds my merch on like eBay or whatever, have it sent back. I lost my luggage. Where were you? But I don't know how you lost your luggage or your gear somehow. But in any case, so it's also with Tatum. Actually, they're dressed up. Anyway, so match starts and Lyra jumps over Elektra Lopez in the corner, grabs a fruit roller for a near fall, and then Lola and Elektra get sent to the outside for a breather. We get back in, and as always, the heels come back when they go to the outside. Lola kicks Tatum down for a near fall as they're beating her up for a while, but Tatum slips out of the corner, get the hot tag to the champ. So Lyra comes in, cleans house, and then all four women are in the ring. Tatum tags herself back in, and Lyra's like, what? And Elektra Lopez kicks her down, right on top of Lola Vice for the pin. So, oops, you fucked up, Elektra Lopez. So, Tatum Paxley and Lyra get the win in about 4 minutes. And that's pretty much it. And after the match, Tatum's like she looks like she was knocked the fuck out. And Lyra's kind of like, hey! What? We won! Oh, we won? Tatum looked like she was drunk. What? What happened? We won. Oh, good. I'm not drunk, son. I'm fine. I live in Bed-Stuy. I gotta get home. In this blizzard. That's the funniest story I ever heard in my college days, man. I wasn't there for when that event happened, but I found out like a couple days after. About a couple days to a week after I heard that story. I was laughing my ass off. Because my friend Sean I think he still lives in Bed-Stuy. And it was snowing like crazy. And they were coming home from the radio station during, it was snowing that night. I wasn't there. But I heard about it. And I was like, damn, man, good thing I wasn't there. I would have walked home. Like, bye! would have walked over. I would have walked home, and then I have to walk, and there's a bridge. There's like a small bridge because there's like I lived in another part, not where I live now. Where I lived with my parents back in my college days. Go down a few blocks, and then go right over the little bridge between the bay and everything. And pretty much after that, I'm like 3 blocks away from where my parents live. But in the snow, a little bit treacherous. But hey, I would have done it. I mean, I walked home in a monsoon. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I left college one day and I walked home and it was cloudy, but I knew it was gonna rain, and and stupid me forgot my freaking umbrella. And I'm walking home and it started to pour. I'm like, shit. And I'm trying to run home and rush home before I get soaked. And I got on the bridge. And I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna die. And it was rain pouring. The freaking water was like about to freaking swallow the freaking bridge up. I'm like, damn, if I don't get off this bridge, I'm gonna die or get swept away into the bay or whatever. Ugh. I got home so fast, and my mom's like, what happened? I was like, I fell into the water. No, I didn't fall in the water. It's like, it's raining, duh. Where's your umbrella? Oh, I forgot. Duh. So I had to basically take off all my clothes, put it in the dryer, and dry off, put new clothes on. It was crazy. I'm like, I'm not doing that ever again. I'm gonna take the bus. But that was crazy. That day was crazy. But yeah, for my friend Sean and everybody else that was at the radio station that day when it was snowing, thank God it wasn't me. But and then when I say I'm not Jack Sean, that was one of his friends called him up late at night. He was at a party and he was like talking, I'm not Sean, I'm not Jack Sean. And then that part, that whole ordeal when they're coming home on the bus I think the bus never came, and then they were like yelling, he's like, I gotta get home, I gotta go to Bed-Stuy. Call a cab. I don't remember what year that was. Like the late 90s, I think, so. Didn't have cell phones back then. You had pagers and everything, but didn't have cell phones yet. But that would have sucked. I'm like, how are you going to get home? You're going to walk all the way home to Bed-Stuy? You'd probably be home by the next day. Like, you leave at 2 o'clock in the morning from the radio station, and you're waiting for the bus that's at the last stop, and you're waiting for it, and it doesn't come. You're fucked. How are you going to get home? I don't know. You're going to have to walk to the train station, which is like a half hour away. Take the train if it comes. That sucks. I mean, me and my friend Greg one time, we were at the radio station. We came out late, like 2:30 in the morning, waiting for the bus. I could have walked home, and then my friend Greg would have just took the bus. But I was like, let's take the bus. I get off, I get off like 2 blocks away from my parents' house anyway. So we're waiting. Bus never comes. I'm like, what the fuck's going on with the bus? What time's the bus coming? So then my friend Greg goes to the bus depot, which is like a little ways away. It's like right here. The bus is like right here. So he goes over, knocks on the freaking bus. Bus driver's like gone. He's like sleeping. He's like, hey, are you gonna, are you leaving? We're waiting to go home. Like, oh. And then we get on the bus. The bus driver's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, it's okay, just drive. That's it. I got home. Greg got home, and I think I had class the next day. I could have slept in the radio station. Many people slept in the radio station back in the day. I didn't do it, but I heard some people stayed in the office, in the management office, sleeping, or in the studio sleeping. I don't know how they locked the door to the radio station, because sometimes we used to call the security guards to come and lock up the station and everything, because they had a patrol and everything. But, some people just, I think they were able to lock the door themselves, and they locked themselves in the radio station. Nobody knew. And then I heard sex stories in the station. It was crazy. I'm like, what? And I wasn't there? I remember I was there, and one of my friends and his girlfriend went to the studio. I didn't even know. And because the lights were off, and then next thing I know, I'm like, I see movement. I'm like, what the hell? Is somebody in there? And they have the lights off? Find out my friend and his girlfriend were banging in the other room. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, I'm trying to do a show here. I don't see a line on my thing. Whatever. Oh, that's probably right. Alright, never mind. But yeah, crazy stuff back in the day with me, man. I had a weird fucking childhood. With crazy stories from college. It's just crazy. My life is crazy, not that it is now, but back then, crazy stuff. Anyway, we move on. It's windy too, outside. It's cold. It's 20 degrees. It's supposed to go up to 25, 26 today, later today. And I have to go out to do some errands. I'm off today, so I have to go back the next couple of days, and I had that big meeting on the weekend. Early. I have an early meeting, which sucks. It's on Zoom, so I have to, go to bed early, and I have to get up and look good. Because when you look good, you feel good. That's a commercial. But we got that. Alright, so that's that. So it's gonna be cold tomorrow, so if you have to go out, bundle up and be careful. Some of the roads are so slippery. Some of the sidewalks are so slippery. I don't know why. Where's the snow melt there, people? So I threw some some rock salt out earlier. Might have to throw some out in the morning before I go out to go do some errands, and I'm coming right back. So I'm in it. I go in, I go out. I'm in and out of the house tomorrow. My dick is in and out of your girlfriend and your mom. But I digress. Alright, back to NXT we go. Alright, so Tatum Paxley and Lyra Valkyria get the win. That's it. We move on. 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go into the women's locker room, where we see a lot of the women. We see Gigi Dolan. Stevie Turner's back. That makes me happy. Who else do we see, that I can remember? I think Carmen Petrovic was there. Some of the ladies that are going to be in this battle royal that won't win. And then we see Ariana Grace, Stack's hot girlfriend. And, she wants to be the number 1 contender. And, we see Kaylani Jordan after that, but so everyone wants to be number 1 contender. Ariana Grace starts talking, I'm the greatest person in the world. And then everybody's like, fuck this. And then we see, Jakarta Jackson and Lash Legend get shit done. Getting ready, they're doing their hair, ooh, they look good. They're getting ready, Tony Storm style. Chin up, tits out. But watch for the shoe. Tony Storm's going to be on commentary on tomorrow night for Gianna Perazzo and Anna Jay. I think we're going to get Gianna Perazzo and Tony Storm sooner than I thought. I think that's kind of dumb. They should just play it all out. Let Gianna just beat everybody. Let it season for a little bit. Then maybe do that match at Revolution. But I still think that's a little bit cutting it close, even though the match is not going to be till March. So we got about a little over a month for Deanna to get red hot. But, I don't know. I still think it might be a little bit soon, but if not, then I would do it at Double or Nothing. That's what I would have done it at, really, but the way I guess Tony Khan wants to do it. I don't know. Let me move on. Alright, so I gave that women's segment 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's that. Alright, then we go to your quickie match of the night. Ridge Holland taking on Joe Coffey of Dallas. Wolfgang and Mark Coffey at ringside. Match was boring. There was like bing bang boom good night. Ridge hits one hell of a clothesline. Then he hits Northern Grit 1, 2, 3 in almost 2.5 minutes. This match happened, and that was it. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Gallus beats the fuck out of Ridge Holland, and then we get like 6,000 cuts to the back, like somebody was gonna save the guy. Nobody comes. So I'm like, why do we get all the freaking cuts? Did they hire Kevin Dunn back? What the hell's going on here? Why do we get 6,000 cuts? Shawn Michaels. Beat down, cut. Beat down, cut. Beat down, cut. Beat down, cut. Stop it! Now all we needed was Triple H to go, stop it! To those camera cuts. Fire that guy, too. They'd fire Kevin Dunn probably for that shit. And now the guy that replaced him is probably doing the same fucking cut shit. We don't need 5, 6 fucking cuts. Stop. If somebody was gonna come out, we would hear the music, the crowd would go nuts, or the crowd was like, oh, who's this guy? And then you cut to the guy coming out the tunnel, or whatever. Not go back and forth 5,000, 6,000 times to see nothing. So nobody likes Ridge Holland, I guess. Sucks to be you. Alright, we get that, and we move on. Then we have NXT Anonymous. Still don't know who that is. Well, there... Oh, where was my notes here? There we go. Alright, NXT Anonymous, once again, creeping everybody out, shows the women of Chase U, having done something to help save the school. I don't want to know what that is. I'm still thinking bikini car wash, per JC Jane. So we have JC's there, Thea Hale's there, Maddie Winkowski, once again, is there. Some other ladies, we don't know who they are. They're there, and JC's like, JC approves of everything, maybe some naked pictures, I don't know. I'm just making it up. But she seems to, she likes what she sees, and everybody leaves, and then she asks one of the women, it's like, ooh, I like what you did here, you want to go out and have some drinks? She's like, and then the girl's like, yeah, some hot chick in red, and we find out, actually I found out who it was, it's Jasmine Allure. Told you she signed. Jasmine. Wait, is this Jasmine? Maybe. She kissed me. Stupid street rat. Jafar! Sorry. I don't know why I'm thinking of Aladdin. Aladdin! I missed that movie's great, man. With Robin Williams as the genie. Great movie. Probably one of his best movies. Not the best, but one of his best movies. But Robin Williams was in a lot of good movies. But I think the best movie he ever did was Good Morning Vietnam! That is a classic. That is a classic movie. Among his TV shows, you know, Mork and Mindy's just a timeless classic. I mean, it is, man. I watch it religiously on Paramount. And Paramount Plus, you can watch it there too. But Robin Williams was a genius. Probably one of the funniest comedians of all time. And sadly, depression and anxiety got to him, and, he did the cardinal sin and killed himself. When he could have got a ton of help. Like Chester Bennington, like Hannah Kimura, like Daphne. And many other people who basically killed themselves because of the fame and because of depression and anxiety. I think Chris Cornell did the same thing. If I'm wrong, I could be wrong. I don't know, but yeah, depression, that damn killer next to cancer. But it is what it is. But I have depression. I have anxiety. I've documented it for basically almost 15 years on this godforsaken website. And all the doctors and the therapists I went through, and the psychiatrists, all the pills I've been on. That's why I'm so fucked up. I admit it, I'm fucked up on pills. What do you want me to do? But, I documented my journey with that, the battles I've had with depression and anxiety, which I'm trying to get over now. It's hard, but eventually I'm getting over it. My thoughts of suicide ever since I was 17 years old up to now. But pretty much, even, I get pissed sometimes. I get mad and I want to die, but I'm like, let me calm down. Throw on some In This Moment. I'm fine. Speaking of In This Moment, oh, Maria Brink, you sexy bitch. I mean, person. But my metal sister, or metal goddess, she had a big announcement to make on her Instagram and her social media. Basically, she put up a picture with Sanctify Me behind it. I think we know what the next single is. And the video is going to be for Sanctify Me. So get ready for another masterpiece video. If it's better than fucking Purge, it won't, but I think it will. It could be. Purge is like getting close to, I think it's 3 million views already. That video is insanely good. Probably one of the best fucking metal videos, I can't say of all time, but there's many others. But that video is so good. And I think Sanctify Me will be another banger music video. I don't know if we're going to get around 2 million hits in the first week or so. But we're ready for it. We're waiting for that video to come out. I thought it was going to be from maybe Army of Me, or maybe one of the other tracks, like I Would Die For You, even though that's an old song that came out with the John Wick 4 movie. But they would have done that video months ago. Probably last year they would have done that. But now that the album's been out since October, they already put out the video for The Purge. Now they're going to put out a video for Sanctify Me. They already put out like pretty much all the entire album as singles on YouTube and everything. They put out God Mode, the single God Mode from the album God Mode. That's already out. Army of Me, the cover of Bjork. That's been out already. Damage with Maria and Spencer from Ice Nine Kills. That's been out for so long. Every song on the album has been out, and it's a fucking banger. The entire album is great, but, didn't really do that great on the charts, but still a banger album. I think it went to number 1 on the rock chart, the hard rock metal chart. I don't know what number it actually went to, but I think it's been up there, let's just say that. And, so get ready, ladies and gentlemen, for another masterpiece video from the mighty In This Moment for the track called Sanctify Me. And I played just a snippet of it on one of my videos. Surprised I didn't get copyright for that, but some of the other songs bits and pieces I played, I got copyright claim for it. Not copyright strike, but copyrighted. I don't really give a shit. I mean, even if I put all the music videos that I put when I go to some of the concerts I go to on my Metal Guy channel, I get copyright claims for it, but I mean, it doesn't mean anything. I mean, eventually it will, because if I get monetization, it might hurt my chances of getting monetization, which I don't care about monetization on my channels that much, so, but, I mean, it is what it is, that's that, but, yep, but when that video does come out, I will do a review of it, and, obviously, I can still play it. I can play the video. I can't show it, obviously. But I can play the video, the audio. I know it'll get me a copyright claim. I don't care. But even if I put the stupid Copyright Act in there, still publishing company go, oh, you can't do that. And I get a copyright claim. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I got copyrighted from WWE one time when I showed CM Punk coming out. I got a full copyright claim. My video wasn't even up on YouTube. They blocked the entire video everywhere. I didn't get a copyright strike. The video was gone. It's like, your video cannot be shown because of WWE. I'm like, fuck that. Oh, if I put some stuff up from AEW and I put a little bit of snip, a little bit, not too much, did I get anything from Tony Khan? No, because Tony Khan loves me. Not like that, but I put Punk's debut up. I put like a minute and a half of it. I put when Cody put Andrade through the flaming table. That didn't get copyrighted, and then I put Sammy Guevara getting thrown off the blood and guts cage about a year or so, what was that, 2 years ago? By Eddie Kingston. That was like about 30 seconds to about a minute or so. That didn't get copyrighted. I was surprised. But I guess Tony Khan, he says, I don't put anything up. But if you don't put anything from Tony Khan up, most of the time you don't get copyrighted. But if you do with WWE, they take the video down. Automatically, they take it down, which is crazy. Fuck you there, Hunter, and Nick Khan, man. Will people somehow get away with it when they show the footage and everything on their channels, unless they work out a deal with WWE, or they work for WWE. When like me or Joe Cronin, Joe Cronin, and is doing his monetize this, or he's doing a review. He shows like the pictures, which he doesn't get. I don't think he gets copyrighted for those, or he ever did. I have to ask him about that. But but other people that do watch-alongs, they play a little bit of the sound. They don't get copyrighted that much. I mean, Issa doesn't get copyrighted. The only time she gets copyrighted is for one of the clips she plays. And the songs, the music, or whatever. Sometimes she'll get a little bit of copyright. She has to edit it and everything. But what are you going to do? Copyright sucks in general. That's all I got to say about that. Alright, we move on. Alright, so JC Jane and Jasmine Allure talking amongst themselves. Going out for some drinks. Don't know what that's about, but we'll see what happens with that. Alright, then we have Kaylani Jordan getting ready for the Battle Royal. And she's talking to herself, like, patience. And then somebody comes in that looks like a cheerleader. I'm like, who the fuck is this? I thought it was like Alexa Bliss's twin. But it's Brinley Reese, if you remember her from the Breakout Tournament. She's doing the cheerleader gimmick. What else is new? You're not Pep Rally from WOW. That's Women of Wrestling, not the other WOW. But I digress. So Brinley Reese comes in, loves her energy. She's like, yeah, I liked your energy. You got pep. Yeah. I'm like, okay. That's weird. We move on with that. Alright, so I give that 2 out of 5 stars. I didn't really care about that. Alright, then we go to Kelly Kincaid in the back with Team Assholes, Baron Stormy Corbin, this is the Taylor Jack Sparrow, and Braun Breaker. They're there after their big first round win over Hank and Tank. So they're there, they're not on the same page about who won their previous match. Oh, I got the pin. No, I got the pin. No, who cares? So, Breaker spent 4 weeks thinking of a name for their team and thought of Wolf Dogs. Really now? They're thinking of all these names. It took you a month to figure that out. And on top of that, Breaker was thinking about the team in the shower. And Corbin was like, I don't want to hear about that. And then Breaker's like, how about we call ourselves the Wild Boars? What? Who wrote that? HBK, did you write that? Is that something out of your book, probably? Wild Boars, really? I was like, next thing you know, they're going to call themselves the Wild Stallions. From Bill and Ted. No way! Whoa. Excellent! I was just waiting for the Wild Stallions to come out. I was just waiting for that line to come out. So Keanu Reeves can get even more mad. Huh. I don't think if you met him, it's like, hey, what happened to Wild Stallions? He'll probably get mad at you, kick your ass. But, whoa. But I digress. Alright, so I get a 2.5 out of 5 stars. So, Corbin and Braun Breaker are taking on A-Kid, Axiom, and Ben Frazier next week in the semifinals. And, maybe they're overlooking them. I don't know. But I still think Corbin and Breaker will win the tournament. And probably will face... I was hoping they were going to face Mello and Trick, but with that segment where Trick... Mello's like, oh, we got the tag team finals to worry about. Why you're accepting a world title match the same night? What's wrong with you? So I'm thinking that next week, Trick and Mello are gonna lose to, the winner of this match. And we got the LWO, Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza. Legado. They come out with Zelina Vega, making her return to NXT. The fans are like going nuts. So they take on Chase U of Duke Hudson and Riley Osborne. No relation to Ozzy. Thank the Lord, because the names are spelled differently. The last names. Mr. Chase, Andre Chase at ringside. This was a pretty fun match. And, lots of flippy-dippity-doos. The end of the match was crazy. Duke Hudson comes in after Riley Osborne was getting beat up by the LWO. He starts to clean house, and then Raul Mendoza snaps off a crazy Poison Rana. And then Joaquin Wilde tags in a blind tag, hits a missile dropkick on Duke. Then he grabs a suicide tornado DDT. Plants him on the floor. The fans are going completely berserk. I was like, damn! Remember when he got launched, I think it was last week or week before that, in a 6-person tag with Carlito? Against, I forgot who they were facing, but, he just got launched like 30 feet in the air. That was crazy. And then this week, he pulls off a suicide tornado DDT on the floor, mind you, right near the announce table. The fans are going nuts. Vic Joseph's like, what the hell was that? And Booker T's like, I never saw that in my life. Oh yeah, man. Going crazy. I'm like, calm down there, Joaquin Wilde. think it was Raul Mendoza goes up top, hits the Phoenix Splash, 1, 2, 3 in under 10 minutes. The LWO get the win, and they will face Trick and Metal next week in the semifinals of the Dusty Cup. And that's pretty much it. That was fun near the end, and I gave the match 3 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, then we go to the back, where we have, I know it's late, but, Cousin! I'm sorry to wake you up, but Cousin, get in here. Hey, my cousin, how you doing? I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, my legit cousin, Tony D'Angelo, who gets you a nice tortoni, that's Italian ice cream, for $2. So if you want some ice cream, you call Tony D. Or if you want some chicken parmesan, whatever. You call up Tony D. Gets you for $2. So he's there with Stacks. And Adriana Rizzo, or Riz. And she's kind of worried about having her first match be in the Battle Royal. But then Tony D and Stacks kind of remind her of some of the previous battles she's in. You know, you came from the streets. We're Italian. This is how we do things here in the streets. We do this in the ring. So you got nothing to worry about. You're gonna win. So, there you go. Nice pep talk, my friends. My cousin. Go back to sleep. I'm sorry. We move on. Alright, so we see what happens with that. So I get a 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. And then, out of nowhere, Joe Gacy appears on commentary wearing an old school mean WWF jacket, or Vince McMahon style jacket from 1986. Like, Vic Joseph's like, what the hell are you doing here? And he's commentating our next match. No, I'm going nuts on Issa's chat and everything, and on Twitter, like, what a maneuver! Welcome to Saturday night's main event. I'm Vince McMahon, along with Jesse the Body Ventura. And it felt like 86. But we get that. Alright, before we get to Dijak and Trey Bearhill, we get a video from last week where we see Robbie E., Mr. Stone, and Von Wagner. They're back. Where have you been in the last month and a half? So let's talk about the New Year's resolutions. And then Noam Dar, the Heritage Champion, and Ora Mensa come in. Hey, what happened to the chicks? I mean, we saw them in that segment in the women's locker room, but it would have been nice to see Jakarta and Lash Legend sexy asses again. But it is what it is. So the guys are in there, and they're talking amongst themselves, and Von Wagner's like, hey, how about I get a shot at the Heritage Cup? And then Noam Dar's like, well, you gotta beat me 2 times, and then we do some weird math ensues, and the match didn't get made, or maybe it got made, I don't know, but, like, Von's talking about 2 times 6, 12, what are we doing here? I'm like, if this keeps up, we're gonna get to Steiner math pretty soon. My 33% combined with your 33% combined with my 66 and a 3% gives me a 100% chance of kicking your ass. Right, Scott? Yeah, I know. What? Did you say it in my good ear? He's fat! Oh, calm down. The son of a bitch is fucking fat. Scott, calm down. Don't make him bleed now. Don't bleed now. I'll make him bleed. Alright, calm down. Please, just go to sleep. Good. He's fat! God damn it. But it is what it is. Alright, so we got that. I don't know where that was going. But weird math. Not Steiner math. Where we move on. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, I'm going to go quickly with the rest of the show. Trey Bearhill and Dijak went a little over 4.5 minutes. We get a distraction by Joe Gacy, who hit, I think he hit Trey Bearhill, and that distraction lets Bearhill jump him, and then Dijak comes back with that cyclone kick, not Chris Hero style, but still. Here's the cyclone kick, 1, 2, 3, in a match I didn't give 2 fucks about, so I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. After the match, Gacy goes after Dijak. They brawl to the back, and then Lexus King comes from behind and attacks Craig Bearhill and lays him out. So I'm like, god damn, this whole thing was a clusterfuck. I didn't get that at all, but anyway, we move on. Alright, then we have Josh Briggs in the back doing something, and then the Wrestling God! JBL comes out from where you come from, and they're talking, and JBL's like kind of giving him some advice, and talks about, I picked you for the Iron Survivor Challenge match, and basically tells Josh Briggs to show who he really is. Alright. So, Josh Briggs, you got a mouthpiece now. It's JBL. Show us what you got, boy. So we got that. Then we move on with that. Alright, then we get a video for Catchpoint 3.0, the no quarter catch crew, Drew Gulak's team. Didn't care for that. Alright, then we go once again to the locker room. We have Trick and Mello once again. I don't know why. But Trick apologizes to Mello for accepting the world title match, and he forgot about the Dusty Cup Finals the same night. So, he says, I'll work both matches at Vengeance Day if I have to. So, doesn't kind of sit well with Mello. So, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, then we find out what's going to happen next week. We got Lyra Valkyria's contract signing with the winner of the Battle Royal. I think we got a couple other matches on the card I forgot. But we got that. That's one of the big things next week on the show. And we'll see what happens with that as we're getting inching closer and closer to Vengeance Day. So some more matches might be announced besides the 2 that we're already going to get. The women's title and the Dusty Cup Finals. Actually, 3 matches. We got the Dusty Cup Finals, the women's title, and the men's world title. So maybe 2 or 3 more matches will be announced in the next couple weeks. And we'll see what happens with that. Let me move on. Alright, then Vic Joseph and Booker T gives us the sad news that Corey Jade suffered a torn ACL and is going to be put out of action for about a year. I know. You like Corey Jade too, the wrestling cat? Yes, you do. You like wrestling cat. Who doesn't watch that much wrestling? She likes Corey Jade. So, there you go. So, Corey Jade just came back about a month or so ago, from her hiatus, and now she resumed so good. I was thinking she's going to win this Battle Royal and face Lyra Valkyria at Vengeance Day, possibly win it. But, it feels like the curse of WrestleMania season is hitting people. And Corey's out a year. Seth Rollins got injured on Raw last night, or Monday night. Don't know the severity of the injury yet. He had the MRI. I haven't heard anything about the injury, but if it's major, he's out for a long time, and he's going to miss WrestleMania. He's going to vacate the title. Plans for the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and Elimination Chamber are all screwed up. So they have to go to, Plan Z. Probably have to go with Cody and Punk for the title instead of Seth Rollins and Punk for the title. So somebody's going to finish their story at WrestleMania, whether it be Cody or Punk. I think if it's Cody and Punk, I'm going with Punk to win, because Cody will never finish that story. I'll tell you that much. Because if they put the world title in the Royal Rumble, whoever wins the title, whoever wins the match is the world champ. I mean, you could put Cody as the champ and Punk wins the Elimination Chamber to become number one contender. Or, the reverse. Punk goes to WrestleMania, Cody wins the Chamber, and then Cody does this whole thing, I'm gonna finish my story, I'm gonna beat you, Punk. Punk's like, I'm gonna finish my story, I'm not even gonna finish my story. My story's only begun. And he gets his WrestleMania main event on night 1. And I hope Punk wins. Since Cody crying back to his wife, Brandy, and his kid, Liberty. And then Punk goes on probably a long reign with a belt. We'll see. But, I don't know. So hopefully maybe tomorrow or later this week we'll find out the extent of the injury for Seth freaking Rollins. And hopefully it's minor. So if it's minor, he could probably, I think he'll work through it, rehab it. Won't be on Raw that much. Definitely won't be at the Rumble. But I think he might do Elimination Chamber. Or that maybe hold him out of the Chamber as well. And then he'll be on TV, obviously. But he can't be physical. Maybe a little physical here and there. But we'll see. And then start the road to WrestleMania. Whether he faces Punk or whatever happens. But that's... If it's a minor injury. If it's minor, he might be out. I'd say 4 to 6 weeks. So... That's like, so he'll be out for the Rumble, and he would probably come back at the Chamber, and then he should be fine, barring a setback with his knee, and he goes to the WrestleMania. Punk can be still penciled in to win the Rumble or the Chamber, and Cody, who gives a fuck? But we'll see what happens with that. They could do Punk versus Cody versus Seth, which I think it could be good-ish. But I'd rather just do Punk and Seth one-on-one, and Cody faces Randy Orton. But, I mean, we'll have to see what happens and with the injury and everything like that, as I said. But Cora Jade out a year. That sucks for her. Because she was doing so good when she came back. Looked great, as always, but the curse of WrestleMania strikes again. And hopefully it didn't hurt Seth freaking Rollins, but we'll see what happens with that. Alright, we move on. Then we go to your main event of the show, a Battle Royal to see the Final Four becomes has a Fatal 4-Way match, and the winner of that faces Lyra Valkyria at Vengeance Day. So we had Kiana James and her best friend Izzy Dame, Brinley Reese, the cheerleader, Kaylani Jordan, Roxy, Ariana Grace, Carmen Petrovic, Lola Vice, Elektra Lopez, Jakara Jackson, Lash Legend, get done, Ren Sinclair, I have no idea who that is, Rizzo, Adriana Rizzo, Fallon, don't call me Dawn Henley, Thea Hale, Blair Davenport, Gigi Dolan, Jada Parker, who we saw last week with Scripps and the Weekwood Gangsters, so she's there, Stevie Turner returns, and Tatum Paxley. Alright, so we had that. So the Battle Royal itself was kind of boring at first. The first one to get eliminated was... Actually, well, Rizzo and Jada Parker fight to the floor. They both eliminated themselves easily. And then Jakara Jackson got eliminated by Gigi Dolan. And then Rizzo got back in the ring. Someone got back in the ring. Parker's in the ring. They clear him out. So I don't know how they get back in, but I think they fought before the match or when it started. I don't know. But anyway, Kaylani Jordan gets thrown out of the ring, but I think Jada and Lash caught her and then put her on the announcer's table as we go to break. And then during the break, Kaylani does her best Kofi Kingston impression and jumped on top of the barricade, does her, a tight walk on the barricade. Then she jumps on the barricade to the steps. She makes it back in the ring. So no elimination. So basically a Kofi Kingston. There you go. Alright, so we keep going. I'm not going to get through everything. But eventually, we get to the final four. We get... Ren Sinclair somehow got rid of Lash Legend, you bitch. But Kiana James throws her out. Oh, that's, Maddie Winkowski is Ren Sinclair. I don't know why they changed their name to that. If it's that's her name. I don't know. So, take that with a grain of salt. So it's down to Kiana James, Roxy, Kaylani Jordan, and Fallon Henley in a fatal four-way match, which the ending was great. I liked it. But craziness happens. Roxy steps over a super Hurricane Rana on Kiana James, and then Kaylani Jordan hits a frog splash for a near fall, and then Roxy gets right back up, hits Pop Rocks on Kaylani Jordan. 1, 2, 3, she gets the win in over 22.5 minutes. So Roxy will face Lyra Valkyria for the NXT Women's Championship at Vengeance Day, and then they got the contract signed next Tuesday, and we'll see what happens with that. So the match was okay. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Lyra comes out for a stare down, and that ends the show. And there you go. Alright, so that's it for now. Thank you all for watching. Check out my Seth Rollins video a video ago. It'll be in the description box as well. And that's pretty much it. Alright, I gotta go, guys. I'm tired, and I have to go do a number 2. Sorry, that's too much information. I don't give a shit. But I gotta go, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.